flash flooding to tornadoes.
Yeah, really, the video we just showed you, just a taste of what our crews are looking at right now. I want us to start with Kate Garner. Kate, I haven't been able to take my eyes off the window. It's just so intense out there.
It's very intense. A lot of the rain is blowing sideways, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you that an umbrella is not going to do you much good out there today. It's going to be much safer if you take a rain jacket, and really if you just are able to stay inside, do that. I wouldn't recommend driving. We're seeing heavy winds. Obviously, Van Denton just got off the air talking about a tornado warning in Rockingham and Caswell counties. We're going to dive deeper into that, but it's all thanks to this Tropical Storm Michael. Winds at 50 miles per hour, gusts at 65 miles per hour. This thing is still moving out, and it will keep its tropical storm strength as it moves back out to the Atlantic. By tomorrow, this will no longer be an issue, but today it's a major one. So I did want to show you the track of the storm. Many of you have been asking about that, but wanted to jump right back in. We've got, you know, I mentioned those tornado warnings in Rockingham and Caswell counties. No new statements have been put out yet, but as they are, you'll hear it first here on Fox 8. There's a tornado watch, though, for everybody in yellow, all right? So if you are right here in Forsyth, Guilford, Alamance, and then a little bit of Rockingham County, you're under a watch until 9 p.m. tonight. However, as this storm continues to move, many of these watched counties are starting to go out of that watch zone. That's because as the storm moves out, those watches expire much earlier. But you've got to be aware that you could be in this for quite a while, especially with the warnings right here in Rockingham and Caswell. And you can see I've got those highlighted until 4:30. And then there's a severe thunderstorm warning that I want to mention until 5 o'clock today. And that would be for Chatham. That would be for Alamance, a little bit of Guilford, and a little bit of Randolph counties. So you're looking at there, the eastern part of Randolph and Guilford counties there. Now, take a look at the flash flood watches and warnings. You are under a warning. The majority of our viewing area there in the maroon color, that's a flash flood warning. Some of you have emailed me and you're saying, you know, this is just a flash flood. Is it dangerous? Absolutely. I don't recommend driving after the sun sets whatsoever. You don't know how deep that water is going to be. And with the rivers, you got the Yadkin, the Dan, the Hall River, various creeks. They could easily overflow. And not to mention, we're seeing not only a lot of flooding out there, but because the ground is so saturated, trees are down in the roadways. And when you combine that with flooding, you've got a bad situation. So the heaviest rainfall obviously has happened today from Michael. It'll go until about 6 p.m. tonight, and then things will slowly start to move out. The storm is moving quickly. It's just a matter of there's a lot of damage out there with the trees that have fallen and some debris in the roadways and a lot of water. All of you pretty much are going to see 3 to 6 inches of rain once this thing is over, and winds anywhere from 20 to 55 miles an hour. We saw in Forsyth County they had 55 mile per hour wind gusts there a little earlier, and the tornado watch is in effect until 9 p.m. That warning in effect until 4:30 again for Rockingham and Caswell counties. Take a look with me now at radar, and you can see this just churning here, a lot of this heavy showers. And as this continues to move out, we're going to continue to see that rain really impact everybody. There's not one specific area that's really getting more rain than anybody else. Everybody has seen their fair share today, and I want to show you Forsyth County near 311 and I-40 toward Winston-Salem, right down here in High Point toward Greensboro and up in Summerfield and Guilford County, and then near 74 in Randolph County, seeing heavy showers out there. Right down here in Davidson County, 52 near Lexington and Thomasville, you guys are seeing rain. Again, I mentioned this, but I want to mention it again. Take a raincoat instead of an umbrella. An umbrella can be downright dangerous when you've got weather like this with the rains blowing the way they are. Wanted to show you a few of the storm issues I think are going to be pretty prevalent tonight. Power outages, you're looking at that to be a definite possibility. That's because many trees have already fallen, so power outages are certainly likely. Flash flooding, already a major issue. We've got warnings for practically our entire viewing area, and trees are already coming down. So those are some of the issues that we're going to be dealing with. And at a regional view here, you can just see where the storm is at. It's continuing to push up, but again, it's not going to be moving out until a little later tonight. The worst of it is over for some of you, and that's good. But look what this has left behind. I did want to show you over the last 24 hours, but mainly today, these are some of the totals we've seen higher in some spots. You've seen about 4.5 inches in the northern area of Forsyth County, closer to 4 right up here in Stokes County, and then right up here in Rockingham, about 4.5, and then 4 in parts of Guilford County. So the rain has been heavy, but that's not the only thing we've been watching. Look at this. Look at this. These are all of the storm reports and the damage reports across the area. You can barely see the map. That's how much has been going on just today. This is a very serious situation. I can't stress that enough. And many of you have been very good about staying safe. A lot of you say you're not out driving. Good, because look at this. In Greensboro, Guilford County, Trees are down across the county. All right, this is something to be aware of. Flooding is bad in Guilford County as well. Really bad, especially there on Wendover. I know I saw reports of Wendover had some flooding there. Winston-Salem and Forsyth County, numerous trees down across the county there. That was reported. I'll be showing you more storm reports as the evening progresses, but did want to go ahead and move on now so I can show you Futurecast. By about 5:30, you'll see everybody back this direction. Everybody off to the west. The worst will be over for you, and this rain will start to push out. It will continue to push out into tonight. So by 10 o'clock, we're going to be in the clear. It's just getting there and staying safe that I want to make sure you do that. Now, by tomorrow, you're in excellent shape. In fact, the sun comes back tomorrow and fantastic temperatures follow. So there's good news on the horizon, and that's something worth mentioning. What's not great right now are the wind speeds. We've got wind speeds at 24 miles per hour in Greensboro, and then we've got gusts in the upper 30s. This is dangerous, but what's really dangerous, gust of 56 miles per hour in Burlington. That's nothing to play with. This evening will be at 65 degrees, heavy showers ending west to east, and over the next 3 days, we'll be back in the 60s with nothing but sunshine to help dry us out over the next few days. Continued coverage on this tropical storm Michael coming up in the next few minutes.